Hey, welcome everybody. So in this video, we're going to continue on with our office building project. So I'm going to add the skylights in this video. So we're in exercise 6-2. So what it says, we're going to load our project, which obviously I already have this one loaded. It's open right there. I'm going to switch to the south elevation. So I'm going to double click on my south elevation. And now we're going to use the load family to import the skylight. So I'm going to share the link with y'all to grab the skylight if you don't have it. But I'm going to go up to Insert. I'm going to click on Load Family. And it's going to be in my Downloads folder. I have already saved it to my downloads. So I'm going to click on the skylight. I'm going to go to Open. And so normally I would think that this would go to the components, but it's going to go under Architecture Window. So I'm going to look for the 24 by 27 skylight. So if yours doesn't come up as that one, just click on the properties here and just kind of use the selection thingy to pick the 24 by 27. And now we're just going to kind of randomly place just kind of 4 skylights, so 2 on each side. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 1, there's 2. I'm going to hit the modify. And then what we want to do is we're going to go to one of our side views. So I think what does the book say? Let's follow what the book says. We're going to go to our west elevation. So I'm going to double click on the west. I'm going to turn off this coloring. So I'm going to go to hidden line. I have ambient shadows and all that fancy stuff there. So anyway, I probably shouldn't have done that right now at this time. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select one of my skylights here. And notice where the temporary dimensions show up. So I want to dimension this to the center of the skylight. So I'm just going to grab this dot and drag it over to the middle here. I'm going to zoom out. I'm going to grab this dot here. And I want to move it up to the ridge. If I can do that. So then our temporary dimension is here. And I want to change this temporary dimension to say 22 feet 8. So 22 space 8. And then what I can do is I can do the same thing to this, or I think I'm going to try to do a better way. I don't know. So I'm going to go up to, I'm going to click the one that we moved. I guess it doesn't matter which one you click. I'm going to go to Align. So I'm going to select the front of this one that we have placed. So I want to select the front of this is where I want to align the other one to. So I'll click that one. And then click this. I'm going to hit the lock button. So those two there are aligned. I'm going to hit the modify to get out of there. Now I'm going to switch to the other side. So we're in the west. I'm going to double click on the east. Again, I'm going to turn off my fancy colors. Go back to hidden line. I'm going to select one of my skylights on this side. We're going to do the same thing. Drag this to the middle. Drag this one to the ridge. I'm going to select my temporary dimension. I'm going to make this 22 space 8. Let me zoom in here. And then I'm going to hit the align. I want to align to the front. On this one, hit the lock button, hit the modify to get out of that command there. Then I'm going to go to my south elevation. I have all these open, so I'm going to click on south here. So notice they're kind of lined up. Yeah, so I notice they're lined up like horizontally, but they're not symmetric on each side. They're probably not spaced equally apart on each one. So I guess that doesn't matter at this point. But if you zoom in on it, you'll see that our skylight window tag is right on our skylight. So what we want to do is kind of click this tag and kind of drag it out of the way. Kind of do the same thing for each of these. 21. I wish that was 21 again. Anyway, Drag this one over here. I guess I went to the right on it, all these, didn't I? I'm gonna kind of line those up like so. So then it says we want to look at our shaded view. So let me put this back on shaded view. So I'm gonna go down here, this little asymmetric little wireframe looking box thingy majiggy, and I'm gonna go to shaded, and then it says try to orientate this. I can't say that word. We're gonna try to move this around to where we can see in the skylight. So let's see how we can do this. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. I'm gonna go to my 3D view here. You can zoom in here. Now you kind of see that we can kind of see through into our building, our skylight. Like if we were on top of the roof, we'd be like, hey, I see y'all down in there, get to work. So you know what, this is bugging me. I gotta have these things symmetrical. I'm gonna go back to my front view. I'm gonna double click on the south, zoom out a little bit. So I'm going to, I kind of like where this one is at. Let me click on this. So I'm gonna make this, what can I move this from the center of this skylight? Let me turn off my fancy colors. Drag this to the middle, can I do that? And then drag this maybe to the peak of this here, yeah. So that's kind of around 20, maybe 26. I'm gonna make this 26. And then do the same thing over here. I'm gonna select this one, drag you to the middle, drag you to this peak here. I'm gonna make you 26 as well. And then from one to the other, so I'm gonna click this one, move you to the middle, move you to the middle. So that's around 6, what is that, 18? Make that 18. So I'm just gonna type in 18 here. Do the same thing over here. I'm gonna select this, I'm gonna move you, at least I think I am. I'm gonna move you to the middle of this skylight. I want to move you to the middle. What just happened here? What just happened here? I don't want a permanent dimension. Which one? I'm moving this one. Yeah, let's try this again. I'm gonna move you to the middle. I'm gonna move you to the middle. What did I say that was? 18? I think that was 18 on the other one. Now we can zoom out. Yeah, those look better. To me, that messes with my head when they're not like symmetrical on each side. They're equally spaced apart on both sides. Okay, so anyway. Also, you might notice that on my elevation, you see the stairs over here. And you're like, how come your stairs are showing and mine's are not? I just have a wall over here I have it made invisible. So if I click on this little light bulb down here where it says reveal hidden elements, you can see that that wall there is hidden. So I'm just gonna select it, right click, I'm gonna unhide in view. I wanna unhide the elements. And then click the light bulb again. So now everything is like it should be. So we can get fancy again and add our shaded view back. What does real estate look like? I just wanna check it out. That's kinda cool. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it like that. All right, so there we go. Now I feel better now. So yeah, make sure you save your work, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, peace out.